You know, in a world that's defined by the sea, a name can be a story, it can be a disguise, or it can be a death sentence. Today, we're diving into a novel that begins with just that, a name, and the dangerous journey it sparks.
And here it is. Our source for this whole thing is the novel Call Me Ishmael by Xiaolu Guo. So let's not waste any time. Let's step right into the world she built.
The book kicks off with this incredibly haunting line. Right away, it's a promise of a secret, isn't it? A life lived under a completely different banner. It just makes you wonder, who was she before she was Ishmael?
To really get why she chose that name, you have to understand the life she was given first. And this story, well, it starts on a desolate salt marsh, in a world that had already decided her place for her.
From her very first years, she was defined by other people. She wasn't really a person, more like an extension, an afterthought. Basically unseen, unheard. Her whole existence was just service and silence, a soundless maid, a slave, a life without a single choice, without any kind of voice.
And in all that silence, this terrifying question starts to grow. Was this it? Was her entire future already written out for her, just a short, bitter path straight to a cold grave?
But right from that desperation, this spark of defiant hope appears. She decides she's going to forge a new path, not on the land that's trying to bury her, but out on the sea.
This is it. This is the moment. It's this powerful, absolute refusal to just accept the end she's been given. For her, the sea isn't just water. It is the promise of freedom itself.
And this act, wow, it shows just how violent her transformation is. To find that freedom, the girl she was had to be, well, erased. She rewrites herself as Ishmael. A name that, it carries the weight of another very famous tale of the sea. It's a calculated choice to step into a man's world and to do it on a man's terms.
So her new life as Ishmael begins, and it begins aboard the whaling ship Nimrod. It's a world of salt and blood and hardened men, where her secret is the only thing protecting her.
Every single day becomes a performance. Every moment is a huge risk. She's living as a phantom, hiding a woman's body and a woman's entire past under the disguise of a young sailor.
But you know what? There's another phantom on this ship, a madness that has its grips on the captain and is steering their course right toward an obsession.
What's so interesting here is the perspective we get. Through Ishmael's eyes, this isn't some grand quest for glory or for money. No, it's a slow descent into one man's really strange and unsettling fixation.
And there's that obsession, right from the mouth of the haunted Captain Seneca himself. This guy doesn't sail the sea, he's sailing on a current of his own rage and sorrow, and he's dragging everyone else down with him.
As the ship sails deeper and deeper into the captain's madness, that line between who's the hunter and who's the hunted, it starts to get real blurry. The mission to conquer the beast of the sea starts to look a lot like the battle with the beasts inside each of them.
And that mask of Ishmael, it's starting to crack. Out here, in the middle of the ocean, the performance is becoming impossible to keep up. The line between man and woman, between Ishmael and Ishmael, it just collapses into one terrified, conflicted person.
The captain, well, he sees only the futility of it all, the vanity and the foolishness that's driving his crew and himself toward what feels like certain doom. And Ishmael, trapped right in the center of this storm, she can only wonder the same thing. How did she manage to escape one terrible fate, only to find herself caught in another one that's so much worse?
And so, the story leaves us hanging with this final haunting question. In her fight for freedom, did she end up leading them all to their deaths? Or was there some kind of salvation in it all? To find the answer, you're just going to have to brave the seas with her in the pages of Call Me Ishmael.